So this is for you, Dave. All right. New York Knicks against Miami Heat. Breaking news. Emmanuel quickly is not playing tonight. He's out tonight. All right. That was a shocker for me too.
He ain't got a shot now.
All right. So yeah, man. So he's out. He's out tonight. They said the reason. Well, they don't say. Oh, sprained ankle. Sprained ankle. He's out
Bruh.
tonight. So he's not playing. All right. So Spike Lee. I mean Tomo. So we're gonna go to Dave first. Dave, this is your squad. All right. Y'all won game three handily. I mean, y'all up the whole game for real. What's going to happen in game four? Heat or the Knicks?
We winning this game. We gonna win this game. We're gonna go back to we're gonna go. We're going back to New York up 3-1.
Mm.
And this is exactly what I said after game two. After we lost the game two, I said I feel good. I feel pretty good about this because they struggled against everybody else but Jimmy. Jimmy didn't play, and they struggled against us. I said,
Mm.
what? I expect Jimmy to at least put up 25, and what happened? He put up 28. He put up 28, and we beat them by 19. And he didn't even. I think he barely played in the fourth quarter. Maybe about 5 minutes in that game he played, and we still beat him. And that's because Kyle Lowry has stepped up. Caleb Martin did what he had to do. Struess did what he had to do. It's Struess, by the way, Tomo, not Stress. It's Struess.
I need to go say.
So just had to make sure I came on here to correct you.
I did that on purpose
I know you did. I know you
because you're
did.
stressing us out.
Mm. And then Kevin Love, of course, he has those touchdown passes that he throws every single game.
Mhm.
I don't see. For me, it's not Jalen Brunson that I'm worried about. That I don't think is going to play well. It's Julius Randle. Julius Randle. This is exactly why I said there should be no comparison between him and Jimmy right now. I understand it. I understood the comparison when we talked about how Jimmy was before he came to Miami. But as of right now, Randall's not close to what Jimmy Butler is as far as a leader or as a player when it comes to crunch time. Jimmy Butler was number two in clutch player of the year voting. Number two, so that lets you know how good he is, and that's with us being us with now at AC. We were at 7 seed when the season ended, but of course because of the play-in, we lost to the Hawks. Then we beat the Bulls to be the 8th seed. We're really not supposed to be here, mainly because we don't have the talent that all these other teams have. The Knicks are a more talented team than we are. They're deeper than what we are. It's just that we play tougher when it comes to playoff time. It's it's everything that I told everyone about before when they laughed at me, and I said about the Heat culture. This Heat culture steps up when it comes to playoff time. No matter who's on that roster, when you have a dog like Jimmy right there, he comes down there and he creates a pack. When you put a dog in a kennel, that's exactly what happened. He creates a pack.
Bing bang.
And that's exactly what he did. And New York is just not ready for that. New York is not prepared for that right now. Now, that's not to say that New York can't win this game because it's pro basketball and you have Jalen Brunson on the other side. I think as long as you have Jalen Brunson on the other side, someone who's been to the Western Conference Finals, he led that team. For me, I believe he was the leader of that team, even though Luka Doncic is the better player. I believe he was the leader, so he can lead enough to be able to get them to win that game. I just think that Jimmy Butler he's just PG-13. What?
Just go on, Dave. Just go on, Dave. Ignore that. Ignore
This
that.
I got to remember who this is, who that is. Common Tyrone. I
Oh,
guess, but
I'm be on Tyrone's enemy list.
I don't care about that list.
He called that
Um,
man playoff P. Who
but
making it worse?
all I know is we have enough players on this team that's going to be able to stop it. And plus, I got to give big props to Bam Adebayo because he was strapping Julius Randle in that game. Julius Randle really could not do much with Bam Adebayo on him, and Bam is a smaller player than Julius Randle, but he knows how to play defense well enough. So I expect us to win this game tonight and be up 3-1.
Okay, Dave. I gotta disagree with you on one thing. All right. Y'all play hard in the playoffs. Y'all do. But I won't say y'all play harder than the Knicks. The reason why y'all winning is because Eric Spoelstra is a great y'all. Y'all execute better than the Knicks. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all playing more harder. So that's what I believe. So look,
I'm cool with that.
Thibodeau. Yeah, but I did pick Charlotte win 7, so it's okay, Dave. But Thibodeau, you got to switch some stuff up, man. You got to make some adjustments. You got to do something. You did good against the Cavs, but hey, it's a different ballgame with Eric Spoelstra, y'all. That's why I'm saying coaching matters in 7-game series. Tells you gonna get your team ready, play hard, that good stuff. Listen, y'all. He need to put more shooting out there. He need to do what we talked about Tomo about the Suns. He need to put more shooting out there. All right, can't keep allowing these offensive rebounds, these second chance points. Because here you go, Dave. Remember the Cavaliers after they lost to the Knicks? I read out the stats, like the player fouls, free throws attempts, turnovers, and the Knicks is rebounding. Knicks is dominating them all across the board. Listen to this. Right now, the Knicks are beating Miami in the rebounding game. They average 48 a game. Miami averages 41 a game. Cool. Player fouls, they're tied, 63 apiece, right? Free throws attempts, Knicks 72, Heat 77. Turnovers, Knicks 36, Heat 27. So the like overall, it's either even or Miami's winning by a slight edge. So it comes down to execution, like your efficiency. And we all know the Knicks are not an efficient team. They were shooting. Listen, they built. Listen, I'm looking to buy a house. By the way, the Knicks built me a whole new house last game from the 3-point line. I mean, it was breaking like crazy. All right, the Knicks right now in the series shooting 42%, but they shooting 27% from three, 68% from the free throw line. They need to put more shooting out there. I love Mitchell Robinson, but it's a lineup I want to see more out there. They can't play Mitchell Robinson big minutes no more. I want to see Randall and Obi Toppin on the as a 5 and a 4 most of the game. I want to see that. And I want to see Manuel Quickly and Brunson, but Manuel Quickly is out. That's gonna be sad. And then either put RJ Barrett right there, Josh Hart, right? I don't care who's playing the 3, but I want to see Randall and Obi Toppin play the 5 and the 4 because they need to stretch the floor out more and and have more efficient players out there versus Mitchell Robinson is sitting there, depending on him getting the offensive rebound. Because I know Kevin Love out rebounded him last game. Kevin Love doing a good job boxing him out, even though he had 4 rebounds, offensive rebounds. He's doing a good job boxing him out. So that's what I want to see out there. If they don't make that one change, if they make that change, I can see the Knicks winning today. But if they stick with the same crap they got going on, they got Evan Fournier. He ain't even played the series yet. He's a shooter, straight the floor out.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't make an adjustment to put more offense out there, this definitely ain't going to 7. And Miami, it might not even win another game.
Why you had to tell me that about quick? Why you couldn't wait till after the? You see, this is what happened with the updates in the chat, y'all. You see how your day be going good, and then you'll get a chat update saying, "Oh, such and such don't play," and then 30 seconds later, maybe 5 minutes later, ESPN tell you the same thing. So join them chats. At Refuse to Lose Sports. Refuse the number 2 Lose Sports. And hit that like button. I gotta say some positive stuff because the Knicks just let me down. They really just let me down. I think for real, the Knicks fell victim to beating another playoff team that was just inexperienced as them. Because if you look at the Cavs, outside of Donovan Mitchell, no one else on that Cavs team has really been in the playoffs. And if you think about it with the Knicks, outside of Julius Randle one run, Jalen Brunson, and I want to say Josh Hart, I think he was on a playoff team too. Outside of that, and the vets, D Rose, really haven't been in the playoffs, but D Rose not playing, so he can't give you that experience on the court. He can only be, Haslam is to the Heat right now.
Well,
And
Obi Toppin was there when he was in the playoffs, wasn't he? He was a
yeah,
rookie. I think
he
he was
ain't a
on the
big
team.
guard either.
yeah, but Obi Toppin also needs to stop shooting threes. That's one of my keys to the games. Like, why do they keep making Obi Toppin shoot threes? I have no idea. So, Joe, I agree with everything you said about your lineup. You could play the stretch 4, but stop jacking up the threes. All right. There's this company in Maryland right now that build houses. They're called Ryan Homes. Right now in New York, they must be called Obi Toppin skyscrapers, okay? Because that's exactly what you're doing. So, Joe, you're gonna have a nice foundation with the way the Knicks is building them bricks, all right? Brick City for real. But you all took my 2 points away. I was gonna go right down to coaching because Eric Spoelstra, he's been there. He's won rings. He's been in the locker room with Hall of Famers, and he had to manage those egos. So he knows what to do in these moments. And imagine him going from LeBron, Chris Bosh, D Wade to a player like Jimmy Butler. We can say Kyle Lowry because he was on them playoff teams too, and he did win a ring. So he's looking at this locker room saying, like, well, I had better talent, but you all definitely have the heart. And on paper, I have to say the Knicks are the better team on paper. But like Dave said, I'm sorry, Joe, they are playing harder. They're scrapping out there. Like they're playing like they were the 3 seed. This is insanity. They went out there, they took the Bucks and said, all right, we building off that momentum. And the last time we seen Miami play like this, they went to the championship in the bubble. They weren't supposed to be there, and they just kept beating teams. So, Tibbo, wake up, because I need Dave to get on that flight.
Yeah.
All right. I know it's nice in Miami all year round, but the weather's even nicer over here in Cabo. Okay, it's a different time zone. I need Dave's teams to lose, but it's not looking that way though.
I'm enjoying this Miami weather. I'll tell you that.
It's all good.
And also, I didn't mention this dude, Julius Randle. All right, Dave, you mentioned him already. Julius Randle. I mean, dude, it's looking like you about to go down as the worst All-Star playoff performer, like in NBA history.
He playing like he don't want to be there.
Huh?
He playing like he don't want to be there.
Like I don't know what the world is going on with Julius Randle. Like he's getting exposed for real. Cause playoff basketball, they know you. Jason Tatum said this. He said they asked him what's the difference between like why do you think people elevate their game or why is it so much harder to score in the playoffs? He said they give you a long sheet of everybody's, what they like to do, what they don't like to do. Like, and you gotta study that. Like you gotta study it, and then you're constantly looking at this sheet the whole series. So everybody knows what you do. You gotta still execute. And Julius Randle ain't showing that. And then another thing about exposure, Dave, how many times you saw Duncan Robinson hit a 3 all season? How many times you see him on the floor for real and meaningful minutes? He
got none. He got no meaningful minutes in the regular season. He got no meaningful minutes, but he's getting plenty of it in playoff time.
And the reason why is this: regular season, we are ranked on the top or the bottom of 3-point percentage.
We were 27th overall. That was terrible.
So the coach, he is NBA champion. He knows that the floor has to be spaced out, right? So we need more shooters on the floor. Tyler Hero is out too. So, okay, we got to put a shooter out there, Duncan Robinson. We saw Haslam more than Robinson all year. Have we even seen Haslam yet in the playoffs?
He came on the floor. He came on the floor in garbage time against the Bucks, but that's it. So, coaching, man, Tibbs, you gotta make some adjustments. You can't stick with that same daggone lineup and that rotation you got, man.
This what got him fired in Chicago.
It's another thing too. It's the same thing we said about Coach Bud. Stop putting one person on Jimmy. You better get the ball out of his hands, or he's gonna cook him. I'm telling you, Josh Hart is a really good defender, but you don't want to put just one person on Jimmy. You need to get the ball out of his hands. If the Knicks want to win this game, I'm a Heat fan, so I want us to win. But if the Knicks want to win this game, they better get the ball out of Jimmy's hands.
That's the smartest thing to do.
And y'all run a lot against the Knicks. Y'all been running a lot of zone. And when somebody running the zone, you gotta have shooters out there. And they shooting 30% from 3.
That's why they run in the zone. You see Obi Toppin? They say, "Go ahead, do your thing, Clay."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And Julius Randle, by the way,
Obi Toppin didn't get that much minutes though. He played a whole fourth quarter after the game was over, but outside of the fourth quarter of that game, he probably played like 2 minutes or 4 minutes.
And that was only because they thought the Knicks was coming back.
And Julius Randle, you are shooting the worst from anybody that shot at least 15 field goals a game since 1970.
I wonder who was worse than that.
Somebody from the Knicks, probably.
They won the championship in 1972. So.
See what I'm saying?
Whoever that was, they got rid of him and got somebody else.
Exactly.
We gotta look that up though. I gotta look that stat up. If you in the chat, you in the comment section, find out who that other person is. All right, so. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.